Hey guys, welcome back to a bench update, and it's been about 3 weeks since my last one. Believe it or not, time just flies. The days, for me, the days blend into weeks, the weeks blend into months. Working from home especially, I kind of lose all concept of time, and I can't believe we're almost in May already. It just blows my mind how quickly time goes right now. But being very productive, got 2 completed builds, and then 1 kind of stalled, kind of pending what we'll talk about. So yeah, been super busy. So let's kind of start a little bit about what I finished. 2 things. The first one's a little Mojo Build. So I built this little JP Productions 1:6 scale Gonk power droid, and it's it wasn't the best kit in terms of resin and stuff. It was a little bit ropey, but I think this guy's kind of beaten up and stuff anyway. So all the misperfections and stuff, and it actually plays onto the kit. So this is like a little weekend thing I did while I was building a Harrier. I just kind of threw this together in like an hour and just painted it up. So something a little bit different on this one. In my main Super Hornet build, you see I did some weathering where I kind of sanded away the paintwork to bring back the paint underneath. So I thought with this one I sprayed it, actually I primed it and I sprayed it metallic. I think alclad aluminum maybe underneath it, and then I painted German grey on top of it, and then when I sanded it back you can see all like the metallic kind of parts kind of coming through where it's worn and stuff. So yeah, this little guy was just a little Mojo Build kind of thing. Threw it together. It's kind of fun little thing. Again, just real quick. Probably needs a little base or something maybe at some point. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. These now discontinue, I think. JP Productions, he's going through some kind of business reorg or something. So all his kits are basically he's closed the store, I think as of January the 1st. All his products are being pretty much discontinued. So if you saw my City of Jeddah with a big Star Destroyer above it, that's no longer available either. So supposedly, I think around May or June time, he's going to reopen his store with a whole brand new product line. I've not been on his Facebook page for a while, so I'm not sure exactly what's coming up. It'll be something Star Warsy. I think that's his kind of main genre, and sci-fi and stuff. But yeah, so yeah, unfortunately, these aren't very expensive either. But fortunately, I don't think you get these anymore. But yeah, this was a cool little kind of Mojo Build. So that was that one, and literally just a couple hours ago, I finished the Viper, not the jet, but the helicopter, the H1Z, the Academy 135th kit. Really good kit, lacking a little bit of detail, but it's not that badly priced. So I did have to throw some aftermarket in this to kind of get up to speed. Fortunately, the aftermarket is actually pretty cheap. So I added a wing, I keep saying wing, it's rotor-fold set, which for me is a must, because if you have the rotors out on this thing at 35th scale, it takes up a huge area. So if you have them folded, it makes it a nice kind of elongated kind of shape. Added some resin avionics bays. What else? A 3D printed TSS turret with a holographic kind of lens, which is because there's no detail at all in TSS turret. And some seat belts. And curiously enough, this kit comes with no seat belts, either decals or photo etch. And it's with all the glasswork in a helicopter, it's pretty prominent. So I had to get the Eduard seat belt set. So what was a very cheap kit became like a okay kit, I guess, in terms of cost by the time you have the detail in. It's a little bit fragile, so I'm going to kind of pull this up and show you guys. I did a simple base too, just a simple Hobby Lobby $3 base with some concrete and some light dirt, some foam board. But yeah, here she is. So kind of happy how it turned out. That's the gun bay on that side, and the ammo base on that side. Man, I don't know if you can see the turret. If I put my finger against it, you might be able to see how it reflects. That turret right here. That's pretty cool, I think. The shark's mouth decal was a pain in the ass to put on, because I obviously cut the fuselage out to put the bays in. So then it already comes in like 12 parts. So I had to cut around it, and yeah, I got there in the end, but it was a little tricky. You guys might remember the winglets and the weapons I did as a separate video, weathering video a couple of weeks back up on my channel. But yeah, kind of happy how this guy turned out, and actually is a working mechanism. The wing, I keep saying wing, the rotor fold. So you can just fold it back like that, but you can definitely see how much little space it takes up. If I put this guy out, you see how wide it is. So yeah, it's in the Marine Corps with a black tail, went with that scheme, and yeah, kind of happy how it turned out. It's a pretty cool kit. First ever helicopter I built too, so I'm kind of pleased with this one. It's kind of nice too at the very end. You'd have to deal with any kind of landing gear, like wheels and gear and stuff. It's a little bit more simpler than an aircraft. But yeah, so that's the Viper 35th scale. Pretty cool kit. And I'm glad too, the base, I just sprayed it with a Tamiya like blue paint. I'm glad I did, it makes it pop a little bit. I normally do, with bases I normally do kind of like a stained wood or a copper or something. But I think with the aircraft being so grey and muted, I wanted add some colour to it. So I think with the blue base, I kind of really pleased how it kind of turned out. So that's that guy. This was filmed as a video build. It's turned out to be 8 parts in the end. So I kind of broke it up a little bit because, as I mentioned, there's a lot of aftermarket. So I kind of broke it up by the aftermarket. So I did a video about how to do the wing fold, a video how to put the resin avionics bays in, and that kind of stuff. So it lasted 8 parts. This won't go up to later in the summer, I don't think, because I got, a few things ahead of it. So as always, every Friday I do a video build. So I've got quite a lot of content backed up now. So I think my next few kits I probably won't video because the otherwise will be through to 2022 by the time I show all these videos. So that one's done, really liked it. And then the third and final one, which is a bit of a bear, is the, talked about it last time, is the Harrier. So ironically, I've been working on 2 Marine jets, both with black tails and same color schemes. I don't know how, but anyway, so it's painted, it's put together, painted, and it's looking okay. It's proper old school modeling. It's a lot of, it didn't fit very well, a lot of filler, like half a tube of filler on this thing to get it together. All kinds of, fought me every way. Even when I in the paint booth, I think I painted the first color, I went to paint the second color, and I dropped it, and the canopy broke off. I don't think, it didn't crack, it just kind of, well, I don't think it cracked, the front part came loose. So what I had to do is I had to then fill a gap around it with filler. So it was a perfect fit, but then once it knocked it all out of shape and I dropped it and stuff. So hopefully it's not cracked when I take it off. But yeah, so I dropped it, had to use some filler, fix that, and the wings busted open, had to fix that too and touch it up and stuff. But yeah, so we got paint on, pretty much all together. It's got all, like, obviously the gear's got to go on, and bay doors and the weapons and stuff. So what I'm going to do, I want to do something different with this one. I want to try for the first time, I want to do some salt chipping. So this, there's no real panel lines on the top of it to mention, so to add some detail, I wanted to salt chip it. So I tried on these stabilizers, and it didn't really come out too well. It just came out like botulism, to be honest with you. So I need to practice. I've got my salt here on the bench, my sea salt. So I'm watching some more videos. So with this one, I really need to get, step it up and learn how to do some salt chipping, and then I can salt chip the top, and then get it weathered up and washed and stuff, and then finished off. I might just kind of put this to the side for a few weeks and work on something else, to be honest with you, because it was, I mean, I'm not complaining, it goes together with some old school modeling, but it wasn't, it's not the best of kits. It's a big lump too. So this is 32nd scale, the helicopter's 35th scale, so very similar in scales. So 2 bigger projects. So I think my next one might be a little bit smaller in size. But yeah, it's interesting. I think it's gonna look okay once it's weathered up and stuff. Now it looks very plain. Another big rant I had on what I did, this is a build video series as well. The big rant I had with this is the decals you don't see because they're the same color as the paint. And I used the exact paint, and they asked for in a color call out. They asked for guns 308 and 307, I think it is. And guess what? That's what I used, 308 and 37 straight out the tub. And that shade is just matches completely with the decals. You barely see them. So maybe see a few on, maybe you can see it a little bit, see there, but it's not as visible as it should be. So if you're going to build this kit, I recommend just lightening or darkening the paint work. Like the light goes gray, maybe lighten it a touch, and the dark, maybe add it a little bit darker, just so you can see those decals a little bit better. Because yeah, it's pointless putting all those decals on, not seeing anything is kind of a waste of time. And there are very few decals too. It's maybe like I want to say like 30 or 40 in the whole jet. There weren't really much stencils and stuff and much detail on this kit, to be honest with you. But I think it's gonna look okay once it's weathered. Now it's, like I said, now it has its gloss coat, just waiting to be salt chipped on the top. If that salt chipping doesn't work, I'll just end up using the AK stencils and stencil it and just spray on to create some visual interest there. But yeah, so that guy, yeah. So that's what I've been working on, those 3 projects. Like I said, the Viper was stalled a month because I was waiting for parts, so I'm glad to get that off the bench. Now it's time for a clean, I think, clean it all up, get all these paints put away, get my desk really clean, and then maybe start a new project of some sort. And then in a couple of weeks I'll come back and carry on with this guy, I think. So that's what I finished and what I've been up to. So it's been 3 weeks, but I see I've got a couple of clean models and been pretty productive. A few little purchases, nothing really, not much to note about, and something kind of very left field for me as well. So firstly, I got my package from Flying Leatherneck. So obviously I got my turret for the Viper. While I was at it, I got my a white deck cord vinyl for the Harrier right here for inside the canopy. Just makes it look a lot better. I think just this fit, you actually get 2 in a set, so it's just a bit of vinyl. Should be hopefully easy to apply. Just apply it on the inside of the canopy for the deck cord. So it's that. And then while I was at it, this was pretty cheap. It was like $4, I think. I got a mask set for the my Hobby Boss Osprey, the 48 scale one, just got a couple of months ago. So it's a mask set. I know Eduard brought one out as well. This is like half the price of the Eduard one. You can see it's vinyl, die cut vinyl. Yeah, those Ospreys have quite a few windows and stuff, like little port windows, and so it's nice to have a mask set. And then one kit. So this is out left field for me because I don't do World War II stuff typically. I like modern stuff. Like, as you guys follow the channels will know, I like stuff 90s, late 80s, like 90s. So like the Tomcats, the Tornadoes, the MiG-29s. That's kind of my era. I kind of really enjoy most. So this one's out left field. I saw a review of it online. I thought, you know what? I bought it based upon one color scheme, which I really liked. So what I bought, I'm not going to pronounce it, but I've got this Dornier 17 from Eduard. It's a limited edition set. Again, this wasn't super expensive for a limited edition. It's 48 scale, which I like. So it's actually a nice size in 48 scale. But it comes with tons of marquee options. And let me open the box and I'll show you the one that caught my eye. You guys should know too, my favorite kind of projects are ones with like splinter camo. I love splinter camo. So it's the ICM kit. So you see that's the wing size of the wings, cross section. So it's not, you know, it's a nice size. It's not massive, but it's not tiny either. So you get that. You get the Eduard decals, but then I realized, oh, the Eduard decals suck now, so that's might be a problem. You get a mask set. You get resin wheels and a couple other little resin parts on there. And you get photo etch, external and internal. So I was going to just buy the ICM kit, but then I saw the, it wasn't really that much more expensive for all its extras, so it was actually a pretty good deal on this one. So you get tons of markings. Actually, the one I like is actually the last one, which is, well, 2 caught my eye. So the desert one kind of looks good, G. But what really caught my eye was this splinter. It was Finland, 1942. This kind of white and black-green splinter with blue underneath. So I bought this kit based upon that scheme, basically. I thought that looks really cool. Oh, something interesting, something a little different. So I'm going to build it in that one right there. And being a limited edition Eduard set, it's got everything you need in the box. So no aftermarket needed, it's all included. But yeah, I really saw that one. And so I saw that one, I really kind of thought it cool. Something very different, and kind of caught my eye. Like Master and Splinter and stuff's definitely up my alley. So yeah, so I bought this kit for my sins. I say I'm not really a World War II kind of person. I always kind of lose my mojo on them, but I figured, hey, give it a shot and see. So that's it. So I'm trying to think what else. That is pretty much it. So what are we doing? So seeing what's coming. I think I've pretty much run out of reviews, so maybe there probably won't be a review this Tuesday. There's no point me doing this one. Flory's already done one, so you should check out his video. No point. I'm not going to bother replicating what other people have done. I'll try to do reviews that are a little bit different to what you can't find on YouTube. So this one, I won't bother doing. You can check out Flory's review. I got my Son the Mang Hornet that finished up. Thank you everybody for your great comments and feedback. That was a 7-parter, just finished up Friday. Today's Sunday, right? So it finished 2 days ago. And on this Friday, we'll start a Tamiya F14, which actually seems like I built a long time ago now. So I built and filmed that, ready to go up, and then the Meng dropped the Hornet. So then I paused it for the Hornet videos first, and then put this afterwards. So I actually built this, I think, in January. And it's still the old setup, I think, in terms of cameras and stuff, or maybe the new one, I can't remember. So, but I think once we get through that one, then we switch on to like the overhead camera and better kind of quality and stuff. But yeah, that was a really fun build, the Tamiya one. Spoiler alert on that, I bought tons of aftermarket. I never used any of it, I don't think, other than the decals and the tail and the gun vent panel. That was it. All the Eduard big sin sets, I had weapons, I had cockpit, I had nozzles, all of it, never used because the Tamiya kit is so beautiful. Came in a mask set as well. So yeah, if you got the Tamiya F14A or D, you don't need anything really. The kit's great out of the box. I know it's a little expensive, but if you consider you don't need any aftermarket, or even like masking sets, that kind of stuff, it's actually a pretty good deal. So yeah, that was a beautiful kit, and that that's a 7-parter, I think, and that will start on this Friday, as always with the cockpit tub, and then we'll work our way through the aircraft. But that turned out pretty good. The VF1 Wolfpack markings, my favorite in the old kind of retro Tomcat kind of schemes. So yeah, enough waffling, let me wrap this up. So again, thanks everybody for watching, your support, or your comments, or your subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. I think like 80% of people watch my videos aren't subscribers, so if you didn't like what I do and you're interested in some of the content coming up, go ahead, please subscribe, like, all that kind of crap. If you don't like that, thumbs down, because you know what? People thumbs down, they think they're being negative, but you know what? It counts as a view of my channel. I get monetized, I get the money from it, the revenue, and also counts as viewer interaction. So thumbs down is just as great as thumbs up. So do whatever you want, works great for me. So thank you, as always, have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Bye.